will cover the borrowing workflow, notifications, the auto accept feature, Android and iOS differences. Let's start by looking at the borrow workflow. The process is initiated when a user decides to borrow a tool from one of their available connections. Note that this can be initiated a number of places, from the tool summary view, the tool detail view, searching for tools, and when you click on a connection and you look at the connection's available tools. First thing that happens is a tool available. If it's not available, there's not going to be any action to occur. Now, if you're an enterprise user, there will be the option to transfer a tool, which will be reviewed in a separate video. If the tool is available, and note that all the tool statuses are color-coded, so these will be color-coded blue, the user will send a call to action to borrow. So there'll be a pop-up to confirm and enter a due back date, which is optional. So if it's not confirmed and the user cancels the request, then the process ends. If the user does confirm the request, then the tool owner will receive a borrow notification, of which they have the opportunity to confirm or cancel it. So if they deny the request, then the rejection notification is sent back to the borrower. If they confirm it, then the tool owner will get the borrower will get a confirmation that it has been accepted. And then the tool status will change to loan for the tool owner, borrowed for the borrower, and unavailable to everyone else. Now let's look at the mobile devices. So we have an iOS device on the left and an Android device on the right. Notice, being an election year, we are having a little bit of fun with this. For the most part, the devices operate very similar, with a few exceptions. We are trying to take advantage of the different UI standards on the different devices. So typically iOS will function via swipe, and an Android will function more with a long press. As we noted on the workflow diagram, the process can be initiated from a number of different views. We're going to initiate it from the available tool view, which pulls up a summary status. And we'll do this on both devices so that you can see the differences. So the first difference you'll notice is that you have a caret on the right side of the tool record, which you do not on the Android device. So that denotes that you can swipe from left to right on the iOS, and you cannot do that on the Android device. On the Android, you have to long press, which will pull up the workflow. Now if I go back to the dashboard and I click on the gray icon at the top, loaned out or unavailable, you'll see when I swipe left that the only action available is to transfer. Since we're connected to an enterprise user, this is an enterprise tool, then that option's available. If you're using the mobile only product and it's checked out already, there will be no option there. So we'll go back and initiate this process on the hammer drill, and I'll click borrow, and it pops up at the bottom with number of days, weeks, or months that I wish to borrow this. And again, it's sort of optional if you want to use this here. It will send a notification when the tool is due back, but in this case I really don't have a due back date. I'll just drag this over to the maximum. We are going to be enhancing this in the near future, where there will be a button there that says no date. So I will hit confirm, and it's sending a request to the tool owner at this point. Now if we do the same thing over on the Android device, and I'm going to use a different tool so that we'll get separate requests. Actually, we'll get two requests to the tool owner, and it's a matter of, or the administrator, it's a matter of which one's hit first as to which one's accepted. But we'll do a different tool. We'll long press, we'll hit borrow. Now this is a little bit different here in terms of the date. So we'll select 30 months, hit confirm, and again it's sending a request to the tool owner. So at this point I'll pull over the device for the tool owner, which is on iOS, and we'll take a look at that. And notice that there's some notifications down here. So there's one from Donald, one from Hillary, and I can accept both of those. The UI will be slightly different on the Android, which we'll take a look at in a moment. So it will send a notification back to each one of these employees. So on Donald, we've got one. On Hillary, we've got one. So again, it's just confirming it. And in iOS, you'll just dismiss it. And on Android, you'll just click on it, of which you have the dismiss option. There's no acceptance at that point. If auto accept had been turned on for the tool owner, then no acceptance would have been required by the company. Now typically that's not going to be the case, and I usually discourage that because it bypasses some of the accountability type factors in the system, but that is an option. That concludes the tutorial for the Borrow workflow.